All right, let's look at the homework 1.6, problem number 6. All right, so let's solve these equations. All right, part A, 2 to the x minus 9 equals 9. All right, so x is sitting as an exponent, so we have to bring it down. So the trick is take the natural log of both sides. So we can just take the natural log of both sides, basically put natural log on both sides. So you have a 2 to the x minus 9, then you put the natural log of 9. All right. Using the log property, remember that if you have power here, we can actually place it right in front. All right. So this is going to become quantity x minus 9, then multiplied by natural log of 2, and then that's equal to natural log of 9. All right. After that, we can get rid of natural log of 2 because we want to isolate x. We can simply divide through by natural log of 2. All right. That way, natural log of 2 cancel out, so you have x minus 9 left over on the left. And then you have natural log of 9 was already there, and you're dividing by natural log of 2. Right? Then after that, we just need to get rid of 9, so we can simply add 9 to both sides. So you have x is equal to, it's not pretty, but the natural log of 9 over natural log of 2 and plus 9. Right? So we have that. All right, so let's type it in first. All right, so you have natural log of 9. So ln of 9 divided by ln of 2. Then you're adding 9 to it. All right, so let's go ahead and check the answer. All right, it came back and looks like we got part A correctly. And just a note, instead of writing natural log of 9 over natural log of 2, which is the same thing as log to the base 2 of 9. So if you put that in, it should turn, it should be marked correctly. Maybe I should do that here. So I'm gonna check. All right, so we want a log, so maybe I have to go to maybe function here. Here's a log to the base 10 of 9. All right, and the plus 9. So this should this is exactly the same thing. So let's check the answer again. All right, I came back and the system actually accept that answer as a correct one as well. All right, let's look at part B. All right, so part B, first thing I would do is I'm going to combine those two. So if you have addition outside the logs, we can actually combine it and do a multiplication. So by log property, we can just consolidate it as a single log. And then we're going to multiply these together. I'm going to actually go ahead and multiply them together. So x times x is x squared. All right, we can get that. And x times negative 1 is negative x. All right, and then this is equal to 1. All right, now we need to get rid of natural log. So what we can do is we can, so here we're going to raise e to both sides. So if you do e to the left hand side is natural log of x squared minus x, right? And is equal to e to the right hand side is 1, e to the 1, which is just going to be same thing as e. All right, so maybe I'll write that. So this is actually the same thing as e. And the good thing about that is you can actually eliminate. All right, E and the natural log, these are inverses of each other, so they basically cancel each other out. All right, so we have that. Then this is going to be, all right, this is going to give us, let's see, so you have x squared minus x is equal to e. All right, then this is a quadratic equation, so I'm going to go ahead and subtract e. So we have x squared minus x minus e is equal to 0. All right, I don't really have a clever way of solving this quadratic equation, so I'm gonna use the quadratic formula. If you remember, quadratic formula goes something like this, right? So if you have ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? So I'm talking about quadratic formula. All right, and then it goes something like this, right? So x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2a. Right? So this is the quadratic formula. So I'm going to use that. All right, so here, I'm going to go here. So actually, let's identify a value. So a value is going to be, of course, coefficient is 1. So a is 1. And the b value is here. So negative 1. And the c value is here, negative e. All right. All right, so going through the quadratic formula, so x is equal to, all right, negative b, so it's going to be positive 1, plus or minus square root of, all right, b squared is 1, minus 4 times a is 1 times negative e, so it's going to be plus e, right, over 2 times a is 1, so I'm going to just do that. Right, so this is that. Right, but we have to be very careful because the original equation have a natural log of x. Right, natural log of x cannot take a negative value or 0, so we cannot plug in negative values. So if you, there are two choices. You have 1 plus square root of 1 plus 4e over 2, or you have a 1 minus square root of 1 plus 4e. Right? So the negative version is going to be too small. It's going to be negative, so it cannot be the correct answer. So we have to use the positive one. Right? So therefore, x is going to be equal to 1 plus square root of 1 plus 4e all over 2. Right, so let's type it in. All right, so we're gonna get we got 1 plus and a square root. So we're gonna have a square. Oh, actually, we have to do a fraction, right? So you have a fraction, right? 1 plus square root of 1 plus 4e over 2. All right, so let's check the answer. All right, I came back and looks like we got the part B correctly as well. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.